second video, maybe the last one depending, where I'm reviewing the Ford Mondeo. Been driving it for over a week now. On average, it's a nice enough car. It, again, it's a nice four-door sedan is really what it is. The mirrors are pretty good as far as where they are. You can see fairly well, which is good, because parking over here is really tight. Back mirror is pretty good. So, the engine itself, it has enough power to do what it needs to, but it's definitely not a big torquey engine. We got trying to get out of a parking garage, had to sort of rev it up a little bit just to get up a hill. We didn't have enough torque at first. Didn't have enough torque at first to get out. So it's nice enough when it does seem to have pretty good fuel mileage. Diesel here is cheaper, so actually it's not a bad idea to have diesel. Let's see, what things I like about it. It's big and it's fairly quiet. The suspension's a little bit rough. On this freeway, it's okay, but when you get to bouncing around some of the small roads around here, it's a little bit rough. So it does seem to have a decent high end. The speedometer says it'll go to 260. I doubt that. I'm thinking top end would be somewhere around 160 to 180. That's about the fastest you're going to get this going. But it's not it's not a speed car. This is just a nice four-door sedan. The air conditioner and the heater and the defroster seem to work pretty good. What was it we had to figure out? Oh, some of the like the windshield wiper knobs and that kind of thing, they're a little bit harder to figure out. They're not as intuitive as I would like to see. For several things I've actually had to look up in the owner's manual on how to do it. Like the back windshield wiper, you pull forward for turn that back windshield wiper on, you push it back, and that's not really intuitive by these symbols right here. Cruise control works pretty good. We're actually on it right now. You have to turn it on over here, and then you set it over here. One thing I really don't like about it is this key. When I'm trying to get in and put the key in, I got to lean my head way around to try to find that key. It's actually very difficult to get the key in. I don't like that. That's one thing I really don't like about it. The horn, I don't know. I've not tried. Yeah, works fine. Seems loud enough. Stereo works okay. The rear window defrogger works. What else have I not liked about this? It does have a beeper if you leave the lights on, so if you turn the lights on and you turn the engine off, it'll beep at you. That's a good thing, so you know your lights are on. The vents and how they twist, those work pretty good. I like that. Yeah, I think it could use some more places to put things. We run out of places to put things right down in the center console. It has a pretty big, over there, the glove box is actually pretty deep. That's not bad. It's a little bit big for this area, is what I would say. Definitely, if I was coming to Ireland again, I wouldn't rent something like this. What I would probably rent is a four-wheel drive car, not so much for the mud, but all of the walls around here in Ireland are taller than my windows. So when you're driving around these little country lanes, a lot of times in this car you can't see over the walls. So I would probably pick something else if I was coming back here. Probably a little bit smaller. Even if this is nice if you have 4 people. If you have 2 people, it's too big. You really don't need that much. It has a really big trunk. We'll show that to you sometime. I'm trying to think. There was a couple other things I didn't like about it, but I can't think of what they were. The dashboard's pretty nice. I guess the main thing is it's just not overly intuitive. There's something here with menu and left, right, and all that. I'm not sure what all that does. There's also something here that says OK. I don't know what that does. I've tried playing with it. It doesn't really. So there's several things I've had to actually look up. I just don't think it's intuitive enough for some of what it needs to do. So, and for a person who's been driving cars for years, some of this should be more intuitive, I think. It has... Oh, another thing that I wished it had was a compass and a temperature outside. You know, most cars today actually have some type of readout that will tell you that, and I can, if it has it, I can't figure it out. It might be part of this center console thing, but I can't figure it out. Let's see, what else? Mirror's okay. Can't think of anything else right now. Overall, I think it's a nice, large four-door sedan, if that's what you want. But again, if I was coming back to Ireland, I probably wouldn't rent it. I would want something smaller that's easier to park and that sits up higher so I can see better. So I might do another one later. We'll see. That's the end of this on the Mondeo, the Ford Mondeo. So thank you for watching.